Have you ever wondered how self-driving cars learn to handle dangerous car crashes without actually crashing real cars? Or how medical AI learns to spot rare diseases without looking at your private medical records? The answer is something called synthetic data. In the world of generative AI, data is the new oil. But there's a huge problem. Real-world data is expensive, messy, and often locked behind strict privacy laws. Today, I'm going to explain exactly what synthetic data is, why it's the secret weapon for training powerful AI, and I'll walk you through 3 real-world examples of how it's already changing your life. Let's dive in. So, what exactly is synthetic data? The simplest way to think about it is realistic fake data. It is information that is artificially generated by a computer program, specifically generative AI models, rather than being collected from real-world events. But here is the key difference between fake data and synthetic data. Random fake data is useless. Synthetic data, however, mimics the exact statistical properties of real data. If you analyzed a spreadsheet of real bank transactions and a spreadsheet of synthetic ones, the math would look identical. The trends, the patterns, and the correlations are all there. But not a single person in that synthetic spreadsheet actually exists. Why are companies spending billions on this? It comes down to 3 things. First, privacy. We can now share data about medical trends or financial habits without ever exposing a single real human's identity. It solves the GDPR and HIPAA nightmare overnight. Second, cost and speed. Collecting real data is slow. Imagine trying to take photos of every possible shoe in every possible lighting condition for a retail AI. With synthetic data, you can just generate those images in seconds. And third, and perhaps most importantly, rare events. Real life is actually pretty boring. Most of the time, cars drive safely. Most transactions aren't fraud. But AI needs to learn from the exceptions. Synthetic data allows us to create thousands of rare, dangerous scenarios that we couldn't easily capture in the real world. Let's look at 3 examples of this in action. Example number 1, autonomous vehicles. To train a self-driving car, it needs to drive millions of miles. But we can't just put test cars on the road and hope a child runs out in front of them during a blizzard just to teach the car how to brake. That's dangerous and unethical. Instead, companies like Waymo and Tesla use gaming engines to build photorealistic, synthetic worlds. They simulate the blizzard, the dark road, and the jaywalker, allowing the AI to practice that dangerous scenario thousands of times in a virtual simulation before it ever hits the real road. Example number 2, healthcare. Hospitals are sitting on a goldmine of data that could cure diseases, but they can't share it because of patient privacy. Researchers can now feed real patient records into a generative AI model. The model learns the patterns like patients with gene X tend to have symptom Y, and then spits out a completely new dataset. These synthetic patients have the same medical issues, but they don't exist. Researchers can send this data around the world to train AI models without leaking a single real name. Example number 3, fraud detection. Actual bank fraud is rare, maybe less than 0.1% of all transactions. If you train an AI on real data, it will almost never see fraud, so it won't learn what it looks like. Banks use synthetic data to generate millions of fake, fraudulent transactions. This balances the playing field, teaching the AI exactly what a scam looks like so it can spot it when it happens to you. Synthetic data isn't just about protecting privacy, it's about helping AI learn faster and smarter than it ever could relying on the real world alone. It is data created by AI for AI. As we move forward, the most valuable datasets in the world might not be the ones we collect, but the ones we create. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We cover the complex world of AI and make it simple. I'll see you in the next video.